Welcome to the deep dive. So we got a great request from one of you, and today we are tackling it. We're looking into the claims around EMO Relief Digestion Support Capsules.
Right.
And this product has some really compelling branding, very doctor-developed.
It really is. So our mission here is to just, quickly cut through that. We'll look at the company's marketing, all the talk about easing bloating, supporting motility.
Targeting pathogens, yeah.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
we'll compare all that directly against what independent consumers and scientific reviewers are actually saying.
Because the pitch is so strong.
Mhm.
I mean, they're promising you'll feel lighter, you'll be, pooping regularly, and you'll see these huge changes inside of a month.
It sounds amazing. The perfect cure for gut discomfort.
He really does.
Yeah.
So, what did the people who actually bought it have to say?
Yeah, that's our first reality check.
Yeah.
When you look at the independent user feedback, we're looking at Trolla, which is a major review site. The product lands squarely in the middle, a 2.8 out of 5 stars, which is, not exactly the revolutionary score the ads might suggest.
And it's fascinating because the main complaint seems to be just disappointment. People saying it just didn't make any noticeable difference for them.
Right. But it gets a little worse than that. Beyond just not working for some people, there were some real purchasing risks that came up again and again.
All kind of risks.
Well, users specifically called out really unhelpful customer service when they tried to get a refund. And maybe more concerning, a lot of people mentioned unexpected subscriptions.
Wait, unexpected subscriptions?
Yeah, or just having a really, really hard time canceling their orders.
That sounds less like a health product and more like some kind of financial trap.
It's why a lot of the reviewers strongly recommended using something like a credit card or PayPal, just so you have some kind of dispute option if things go wrong.
Okay, so with those warnings in mind, let's pivot to the actual science, the clinical claims. You looked into the analysis from McGill University's Office for Science and Society.
We did. They really dug into the evidence, or the lack of it.
And what was their conclusion?
Their key finding was pretty clear. The product leans very heavily on big marketing language, but it just lacks the strong clinical evidence to support those huge transformative claims it's making.
It's a classic pattern.
A very common one, yes.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because they point out the specific language being used, like terms such as doctor endorses or, my favorite, detox your gut.
Oh, that old classic.
Right. I think that phrase has been detoxed of all meaning by now. It's just used to make something sound medical when the research isn't there.
Exactly. Now, to be fair, the components themselves aren't harmful.
Right.
The ingredients are all pretty standard stuff. You got common botanicals, some prebiotics, just general digestive support compounds.
And that's probably why some people do report feeling, a little bit better, slightly lighter, maybe more regular after a few weeks.
Exactly. It's not a zero-result product for everyone, but the improvements tend to be these really minor tweaks, not the dramatic changes that are being advertised.
So this is a huge gap.
A huge gap. And that's why this product, for us, sort of sits on the higher risk end. The ingredients are standard, the results are often minor, but the marketing promises a miracle.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener?
I think the main takeaway is pretty simple.
Yeah, you have to understand the difference between that really compelling branding and the actual scientific or consumer consensus. It's crucial before you pull out your wallet.
And it leaves you with a final thought, right? If the ingredients are standard and the results are pretty minor, what's the ethical responsibility of a company that markets its product like it's a miracle cure? That's the question to mull over.